Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about self-confidence and how you can go about building self-confidence. So that's today's discussion. Before we get into it, if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications, and don't forget to share and hit the like button. Those two things help the channel grow, and so I'll appreciate it if you will do that for me. Also, please feel free to leave your comments down below. The whole point of this channel is so that we all could learn from each other, right? So educate and motivate, so that we're all learning from each other. It's an opportunity for me to share with you and for you to share not just with me, but anyone who watches the videos. And so that's the goal of the channel. So always, please feel free to leave your comments, and so that we all could collectively learn from each other. All right, so we're going to discuss confidence, right? Confidence. It's one of those things that it's more than just a word, obviously. It's something that could really separate you from you just living an average life versus you actually accomplishing those dreams and goals that you have for yourself. So ask yourself, right? How many people do you know that have had these long lists, or maybe two or three things that they wanted to accomplish in their lives, and they've never, ever accomplished any of them? And maybe even now and then they still talk to you about their dreams and the stuff that they want to accomplish. You know, they always wanted to, maybe it's just to get a house in a certain area, in a certain neighborhood, to get a certain type of car, to just maybe even get to the point in their lives where they're not struggling all the time. And so they're not living paycheck to paycheck, right? Maybe it's to be able to take a trip somewhere and with their family or by themselves or whatever the case is, to see a different part of the US if you live in the US, or just a different part of the world, right? To be able to experience a different culture, people, food, cuisines, all that type of stuff, right? Just have those experiences. All of those are dreams or goals, whatever you want to call them, that all of us can have. And that might be you, right? That might also be you, not just someone who tells you those stories, but those stories that you share with yourself, those mental stories you have with yourself, those self-talk is what that's called, right? So those conversations that you have with yourself, the self-talk, where you're telling yourself about all the things that you want to accomplish in life, the things that you want to do. And the truth is, something I've seen from since I was in high school, I've seen this. You know, most people, unfortunately, it seems like most people don't ever really get to that point where they're able to accomplish the things that they really want to. And one of the biggest reasons why, it's not that, they're not smart enough or whatever the case is, it's about confidence. They lack confidence. And when you lack confidence, which is the ability that you, it's an ability you have within yourself. You believe you possess an ability to be able to overcome, right? To be able to overcome the things in front of you, to be able to move beyond obstacles, to achieve the things that you desire. That's how I see confidence. That you have that ability, you believe in yourself to overcome obstacles, to move beyond things that stand in your way, challenges, whatever it is that presents itself, things or persons that present themselves, and you move beyond the thing or the person to be able to really get to where you want to go in life. You have that confidence, that self-belief. But a lot of people lack confidence and self-belief. So how do you build confidence and self-belief? How do you get beyond, not just a shyness, because you could be somewhat shy but be confident at the same time, right? But how do you get beyond the self-doubt, which is what confidence is dealing with? It's getting beyond that self-doubt. And so I have a tip for you, and one thing that you can do. There are a lot of things that different people would suggest, but there's one way you can challenge that. There's one way you can overcome that, and that is by getting outside of your comfort zone. You have to force yourself, you have to make yourself get beyond your comfort zone. Get outside of your routine, the stuff that you're just used to doing over and over and over again. Push yourself beyond the boundaries that have become your norm, right? You're revolving in your norm. And a lot of times when you're revolving in your norm, what has become normal for you, a lot of times it doesn't challenge you. It doesn't push you to become a better person necessarily. You're so used to just operating and concentrating and focusing and sometimes just trying to survive within your own little bubble that you're really good at surviving and you're really good at scrapping, and but you don't have the confidence a lot of times to be able to move beyond that. The confidence to say that I'm going to move beyond the barrier of a lack in knowledge or education that's holding me back. And I'm going to go back to school. And sometimes it's confidence for some people. It's because they're dealing with self doubt, right? They don't believe that they can, be successful in college or something like that. Or to get some kind of certification, whether it's plumbing or this or whatever it is that you seek, the knowledge that you need to move you beyond your circumstances, right? So you have to be able to acquire the knowledge that you need to move beyond your circumstances. And as you're in that process of acquiring the knowledge, I've seen it happen in higher ed, right? I've seen it happen where someone doubts him or herself, themselves, and what happens is they take a class or two and they're not really sure about themselves, but a lot of times if they have the right professor and the person who's pushing them and encouraging them and that sort of stuff, then at the end of the semester they realize, oh wow, I can do this. Like I feel I can do this. And that's how the confidence builds. But for you to first experience I think I can do this, for you to begin to see growth in confidence and a decrease in self-doubt, you've got to try. You've got to move beyond your boundaries. You've got to move beyond your normal, right? Because a lot of people are just revolving in their normal. And when you move beyond that and you start doing certain things, know that sometimes things are not going to work out, but you don't quit. You don't give up, right? So it's every little step you take and every little success, every little accomplishment becomes a success. And every accomplishment that becomes a success becomes a stroke of the pen, so to speak, right? You become that much more confident in whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve. And as you build confidence, as you grow, and you start to have those experiences, you see your confidence building. And then some people sometimes are amazed because, like, who is this person I'm looking at? It's the person that has moved into the unknown. You are the person that dared to move beyond the unknown. You dare yourself, right? You pushed yourself to move beyond. I dare you. And that's what you did to yourself. I dare you to do so and so. And that's what you did to yourself, to move into the unknown. And when you got into the unknown and you figure out the unknown, you grow in confidence because you realize that you can do certain things, that you can, if you put your mind to it, accomplish a lot in your life. But you've got to be able to move beyond, because your confidence builds. As you're growing in the unknown, your confidence builds. So if you want to become more confident, get outside of your comfort zone. When you stay in your comfort zone, chances are you're just going to keep getting the same thing, the same results that you get. You're going to keep living the same life that you live. The trip you want to take, the job you like to have, the car you like to have, the business you like to have. Some of the most brilliant people who can really have fantastic businesses and stuff, they never start them because, maybe it's a job. They have their job, but they lack confidence to try something new, right? They lack confidence to try something new. So they're in a job and they're not really happy. So they spend 20, 30, 40 years in a job. And then, you get to a point in your age where you're looking back and you're like, wow, I wish I had. Don't do that, right? Do it now. Venture out into new territory. Try new things. Go after what you want. And as you start experiencing those small wins, those really small wins, your confidence would build. But you have to start. You've got to do it. There's just no way around it. So let me know what you think about today's discussion. You can leave your tips as well, for how we can build confidence and share with us. Remember, I said if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications as well. Please hit the bell. Also, please don't forget to go back and check out the other videos. I have tons of content that I'm sure you'd find something interested. So go back and check out the content. Also, don't forget to share and hit the like button. Those two things help the channel grow, and I'll appreciate it if you do that. So until next time, thank you for watching. Peace.